Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about the government getting called to do something about the landlord crisis. I'm going to talk about an area in the UK where there are already stricter rules than in England and what impact these are having. Hint, it's not looking good. What we're going to see in this video is the fact that all of this anti-landlord stuff is causing problems. It's causing a shortage in rental properties. And now those areas are screaming out for landlords to come back and support the rental market that is really, really struggling. So if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We're on the way to 38,000 subscribers now. And let's get some awareness on this video. How can we do that, you ask? Very simple. Smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps the channel grow. So thanks to everybody that does that. So why should we be interested in what's going on in other areas of the UK? Maybe you're a landlord in Scotland, maybe you're a landlord in England. Well, in Wales, they already have new rules that have been in for a few years now. And so we can start to see the impact that those have. Now, why we should make note of this is because in England right now, we've got a bill going through Parliament at a fairly quick speed. It's called the Renters' Rights Bill. We've done a ton of content on that. And even the thought of this bill passing is making landlords quit. There's a lot of landlords leaving the market at the moment, and that is reducing the rental market. It's shrinking. In real terms, it hasn't increased since 2016, but there's way more people in the UK now. And so there's more people that need to rent. And this is putting massive pressure on local authorities. It's putting massive pressure on social housing. And it's making it really hard for people that need to rent to get a property. So what's going on? Well, in Wales, they have something called Renting Homes Wales Act. And so this has been kicking around since 2016. It went through Parliament. It really started to take effect in 2022. Now, what this means is that landlords have quite a strict rule in there that meant that some of them just had enough and wanted to quit. And I think looking at the act, the real part that made a lot quit was that you have to give your tenant 6 months notice. 6 months notice in order to get the property back. Now, that is a ridiculously long period of time. It makes it very, very hard to plan anything during that time. I mean, you watch this channel here and think of what's changed in 6 months. We've had 2 interest rate cuts, which may mean that that landlord could give notice because the interest rates are too high. But in that 6 month window, the interest rates could have been cut amount of times that meant that the landlord thought, you know what, I'll keep this property. That's not great for anyone either. But not only is the notice 6 months, you can't give that 6 months notice until they've been there 6 months. So if you get a tenant that is difficult, yes, there are certain rules for antisocial behaviour and stuff like that that you can use to get the tenancy ended and get the property back, but it's still not great. And so let's just say the tenant moves in today. You've got to wait 6 months until you can give them 6 months notice. That's a year. That's a huge amount of time that you could have a tenant that pays you late and then catches up. So if you went to court, you'd struggle to get them out because on the court day, they're not in arrears, but throughout the period of time that they've been there, they could pay you 2 months late, then catch up, then pay installments. It's not a great rule. And so because of that, landlords in Wales have been leaving. In fact, in 17 local councils out of 22 that they've got, 17 have got a reduction in rental properties. 17 out of 22 have got less landlords than they had. And this has all happened in the period of between 2020 and 2025. Now, how many less properties have they got? So they have less units now. It's 1,107. Now, in that time, populations have grown. We've had lots of immigration. We've had people that are living longer. All of this stuff puts a strain on these local councils. What will also happen during this time is that rents have gone up. And so rents will go up. That increases the council's bill. And so they will have a problem with that because, yes, they can say, well, we only pay £1,000 a month. But if there's no stock, that has to eventually go up, causing the council to have significantly more problems. Now, this is something that we should look at because the Renters' Rights Bill that's going through Parliament at the moment is also putting off landlords. In fact, in surveys of thousands of landlords, there are multiple surveys out there that say 50% of landlords are considering quitting the market or reducing the size of their portfolio. Now, those properties will go on the market. Other landlords could buy those, so maybe some new landlords come back in and replace them. But you've also got the fact that some of those properties will be bought by first-time buyers and people that want to live in those properties. And that's good for them, right? Of course, that's good news for those people that want to live in a property. But it still reduces the rental pool, and that puts extra burden on councils, that puts extra burden on social housing. I did a video last week, which you should go and check out. There are some areas where the waiting list for social housing is 26 years for a standard size property. If you want a 4-bedroom property, it's over 60 years. And there are some areas where you would have to wait over 80 years in order to get a property. So while I agree, we have to improve rental stock quality. That's important. What is important as well to understand is that if you look at the stats, often it's the local councils and the housing associations that have the lowest quality stock. Already landlords can be taken to court. It's quite easy for a tenant to take a landlord to court with a no-win, no-fee solicitor, and the council will back up that tenant and give them all the evidence they need. So landlords do get held accountable at the moment. But do I agree we should improve the stock? Yes, I do think that quality needs to be better, and that needs to be a level playing field. All of my properties, as I take them on, I take on old properties that need a refurb. So mine are back to brick. I refurb them, new kitchens, new bathrooms, all of that stuff is done. But it does frustrate me that someone down the road might just have a terrible property and get a similar rent without spending that money. Now, I'm in it for the long term. I want to make sure the value of my property goes up. I want to make sure the tenant is happy and sticks around because it costs me quite a bit of money each time they leave due to voids, due to fees. And that's the game that I want to play. And if other landlords are made to do the same to increase the quality of their stock, ultimately, that's good for everyone. But looking at these policies that we've got, the Renters' Rights Bill, what's already happened in Wales, we can see now. We've got 5 years worth of data here, and we can see that ultimately landlords are leaving. Property Mark are the ones that are saying here, something needs to be done to get more landlords back into the market in Wales, because that reduction just means rents are going to go up. And it also means if you need a property, they might not be available. In Scotland, they've had an anti-landlord stance for a while, and you've had people going to view properties in places like Edinburgh, where 100 or 200 people apply for that property. That's really stressful and takes a long time, and it means you could be waiting a long time just to get a standard rental property from a landlord, regardless of what social housing is. So yeah, have a look at what's going on in Wales. Think about how that impacts the UK as a whole. I don't think it's great. And I think that these policies need to be looked at. And maybe Wales roll back some of the policies to bring some more landlords in. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this by commenting below. Do smash the like button. Do share this video, email it, Facebook message it to somebody. And if you want to know more about the Renters' Rights Bill, do go and check out my free ebook and understand what that means for the market. Do check out all the other content on my channel as well, including this video right here.